Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be reacting to a video called Houseboats of Amsterdam. So I think those are the ones in the canal, but I did not know that those were houses. I thought they were just boats, but I don't know. I'm excited, so let's check it out and comment, like, and subscribe.
Did you know that there are 2,900 floating homes in Amsterdam?
No, I did not know that.
And they could be the answer to the Netherlands' war against the sea.
Oh,
In the
okay.
heart of one of the world's most iconic cities lies a colorful array of floating homes.
I can't believe
Different
those are
sizes,
houses.
colors, and designs,
Like a house.
where luxury and charm meet the tranquility of water.
Is that a pirate flag?
Amsterdam is a city built on water. Its 165
Amstel.
canals are world famous.
Wait, is Amstel like the
And
beer?
They're made even more iconic with its most charming feature, the houseboats of Amsterdam.
Oh my god, are they expensive? In the
Living
future,
in a
I won't live
space
there.
that wasn't intended for living is a form of freedom.
That's one way to
Houseboats have
put
been a
it.
part of Amsterdam's history for over 100 years.
Oh,
In the old days, houseboats were originally used as cargo boats or barges to transport goods.
I thought that was the case, or restaurants, but I had no idea people actually lived there.
And after the Second World War, there was a shortage of housing in Amsterdam.
Oh,
A solution was to build houses on old cargo boats.
well, I don't know how it is in Amsterdam, but I think there's still a shortage of houses, I think, all over the world, so history repeats itself.
And in the 60s and 70s, houseboat living became increasingly popular amongst alternative communities, artists, and other bohemian types.
Oh, it was for the Bohemians.
Boat people are, I think, a special breed of people.
Boat
There are all
people!
sorts of subbreeds. You've got the real old boat people, you know, with brown clothes, rotting teeth, and dirty hands.
Oh my god, what? Wash!
In the old days,
It's funny that they're called the boat people, because I think it's sort of, well, city dwellers, that's not offensive, but it's sort of rat people, or, oh my god, they're the rat people that live underneath the subway. It's no, they're the boat people that apparently have dirty hands.
living on a houseboat was the suburbs.
I have a very stupid question. Do you move them, or do you have to park there forever because it's your house?
All boats on the canals carry a permit to permanently dock and are connected to the city's water, electricity, and sewage systems.
Okay, so but do you have
And
to
many
move
people
them?
are surprised by how much space there is inside a houseboat
Okay, was not
and how
expecting this.
homey it can feel.
Yeah, the clocks. Hendrika Maria, the most
Boat
Dutch
children
name
are
ever.
different. They know more about water. They know more about water animals. They know
Aslan!
more about the sky, for they can see all of that in the calm. In the city, you see houses everywhere. On the one hand, there is the life outside, the flood of tourists, the tour and boom boom boats with their colorful bustle and the trouble they cause.
It would
On
be
the other
odd, yeah.
hand, there's life inside the boat. Swans that peck at the window in the morning, no
So if you take a boat tour, you're just watching people in their business in their house through the window. That's
neighbors,
crazy.
and the feeling of security. In the belly of the ship, time seems to stay still. And houseboats are becoming even more popular amongst tourists who want to experience living on the waters in one of the most iconic cities in the
Oh,
world.
like an Airbnb.
But living on the water is not all sunshine, especially living in a very central location.
It's super loud. You never get any quiet.
I
you never
always
get
say
any
you
sleep.
live in a boat with your ears and nose. I notice every sound. I hear when the tourists from the bed and breakfast next door turn on the water in the deck house.
Oh my god.
We brace ourselves every year for it, King's and Queen's Day. It's been a bit quieter here in recent years, but it
it's just one
wasn't
day.
unusual earlier to see men standing here in a row pissing into the canal. My
No.
mother was inside eating her orange cake once, and suddenly she found herself looking at a row of willies.
No.
Additionally, houseboats require a lot of maintenance. My
more than a
motto,
house.
if you live in a ship, you should do as much as possible yourself rather than getting other people to handle things.
So you
There's
have
so
to
much
know.
installed on board that you can't just call in somebody from the outside for every little trifle.
Then you need to be knowledgeable about boats.
The summer brings in humidity and some new neighbors, the mosquitoes.
Can you get air conditioning?
And when winter is here,
Probably no.
the water pipes could freeze.
Oh my my god! Did the clouds freeze? What? I had no idea they froze! Oh my god!
In summer, you live like a prince, and in winter, like a rat.
This is insane. What?
What is the future of floating homes in Amsterdam?
Bright.
If you didn't know, Amsterdam currently lies 2 meters, 7 feet below sea level,
Okay.
and the sea levels are rising faster than
Sure.
ever before.
Yes.
The
True.
question is not if the Netherlands will disappear
It's
below sea
when.
level, but when.
Yeah, sure.
Perhaps those bohemians knew something back in the 60s and 70s. But hey, this is nothing new for the Dutch. They've been
They'll
waging
figure it
a war
out.
against the sea to reclaim land for many, many years now. But this seems to be a new kind of war. And perhaps, by the year 2900,
Okay. Well,
instead of fighting against the sea,
that's a long time
the
ago.
Dutch may
Well,
learn to live with it.
not ago, in the future. Yeah, if anyone, it's 12, it was 2900. I think if anyone can figure things out, I think it's the Dutch. I trust them. They'll figure something out. I had no idea that the houseboat situation, it was that expensive, first of all. I thought it's more expensive than a house, I would assume. Obviously, I don't have the statistics to see how much a house costs in the Netherlands, similar location to the boat. Although it's crazy for me to say this. It's, again, I have so many questions. First of all, I'm interested in buying a houseboat. Yeah, great. Okay. Do I buy it? Do I have to dock in one specific place? Is it sort of, again, it's sort of as if renting a house and you're renting and it's in that same apartment. Obviously, I can't just move around the city. I'm buying it in this area or I'm renting in this area. Is this similar? Do I have to actually dock my boat all the time here? Can I move it or no? Or do I just move around? If I need, I don't know, I have to go to the other side of the city to run an errand, do I just go in my boat? No, I don't think that's the case, right? I'm trying to think of the logic behind this. I don't think that's possible, right? Because I'm thinking all the things you have in your house, and there's, you have all the kitchen stuff, all the glass, all the, maybe you have crystalware, or again, all the plates, everything that's breakable. You have windows. Well, no, in this case, you don't have windows, but you have stuff that's made of glass. You have mirrors, you have stuff, and obviously that's not without obviously the things that you have in shelves and stuff. I'm not actually sailing because it would break, right? Again, I'm trying to think about this logically. Maybe no, maybe if you live in a boat, you need to figure those things out, and you're not gonna put things in shelves, because we have to move around. But it's crazy to think, hey, where did you park? Where did you park your house? my house is parked there. Again, maybe it's not like that, and it's not. You don't move them around. You just have to, when you get your no, I'm thinking of buying specifically, not because, again, if you're renting, it's not really my business. But if I have to buy this, again, do I get a permit in one specific place? Is it does the money, the cost vary by location, as in this specific dog is maybe in the more popular, sort of maybe, I don't know, more popular and better areas. Those are more expensive than the ones that are maybe in less desirable locations. And obviously you have to take into account the actual boat, the structure. It's bigger, it's a little bit fancier. Does it have more amenities? Again, I would love to know. How does the real estate market for houseboats move? This is crazy. And again, if they do move, if I have to sort of, oh no, I have to dock somewhere else, can I? Well, I don't have to, but can I? If it is the case, what do I put in my, in forms and stuff when they ask you for where you live, your address? Where exactly do I just change it around? Do you need to add one address in which you lived for the past maybe 6 months? So if I'm doing that, I can't move my house in 6 months. I have to, because I'm doing something, whatever. Let's assume for this hypothetical case, for bureaucracy, I can't move in the next 6 months because I'm applying for something and they need my address to be the same, for the last 6 months. Is that the case? Or again, no, instead of that, you can't move around. You just have to stay there. This is crazy. I think more than that, because I was thinking, it's probably going to be a little bit more expensive. Are they really more expensive than apartments there? I'm thinking only, buying, not renting, but are they really more expensive? And I would assume, right? I have no idea how much an apartment in Amsterdam cost, but 500,000 euros for a houseboat, it seems quite excessive to me. But again, I'm not in that market. I thought it was going to be expensive, but I didn't know it was that expensive. It was, oh my god, but it's a boat. I mean, it's not. I know how much they last because unless, if I'm buying a house, I think, again, houses are not built forever. Technically, I know maybe some do. That I know ultimately, a house is not going to be, you can buy this and you rest assured you're going to have a house for 50 years, 40 years, 30 years, depending on the build. But whatever. I just think, again, it's sort of a long-term thing. But with a houseboat, I'm thinking, I don't know, what's the maintenance like? Well, it's maintenance, yes, and apparently you have to learn how to do it yourself, which I think, okay, so I can just hire someone that, does this. But not just that, again, it's how long they last. I'm concerned about spending so much money on this, and then 10 years later, the boat just collapsed on itself. It sank. I don't know. You would have to get insurance, of course, but as in a house. But I know, I just think a house is sturdier, so I think I'm more trusting of the process. Although I understand so many things can happen. Your house can get caught on fire. It could be, an earthquake can happen, a tornado. I don't know, so many things that can happen. But with a boat, I don't know. I'm thinking my future is more uncertain. Let's put it that way. With a house, I think I'm a little bit trusting of the future. With a houseboat, I'm thinking future is really uncertain. I have no idea what's going to happen in 10 years. I don't know if the house is going to be still standing. So I'm concerned. I have concerns, and that's not even getting into how it would be living your daily life. I mean, I think it would be interesting. I would love to stay in one of those, just as an Airbnb, to try it out. Because they look great, especially I had no idea they were that big. But the actual house, the daily life, oh my god, I have no idea how it would be. I guess comfortable, right? I would love to know how they live. I'm thinking very, it's awkward, it's uncomfortable, but probably not. It's not, but that's why so many people would say, if it were uncomfortable, but people wouldn't buy it, right? It wouldn't be that expensive. So I don't know. Although sometimes I think, as they mentioned some earlier on, I think it was in the 60s, 50s, it was where the poor people lived. And it just tells you everything's a cycle. When it was for poor people and now it's for the elite. So, who knows? Wait 30 years. Maybe they will be out of fashion. They will be out of style. And they will be for poor people again. So it's just crazy how society works. It's just insane. But yeah, I want to know about the amenities because, I don't know. I would try it out. I think it's interesting. But I need to know how these people live. Literally how the other half lives. How the rat people, the houseboat people live, because it seems wild to me. But that's it for today, and I'll see you next time. Bye.